Hello, listeners. Welcome back to Cynthia at the Table. Thank you for joining us again today. I am your host, Cynthia. Also co-hosting here with me today is Arena. Arena, say hello.
Hello, everyone.
We're back here today for another check-in episode of our Cynthia at the Table Leadership and Career Challenge Initiative. To once again make sure all of our listeners are up to speed regarding our current initiative, and as a reminder to those of you who have been following us since we launched it, the challenge was designed so that our team can be support and resources and assist our participants with achieving their career journey goals so that they can continue to elevate and grow both personally and professionally. Back here with us again today are the selected individuals who are participating in the challenge: Joyell Siner, DeLlora Ellis, and Lori Talps. As reported in our last episode, each of our participants did an exceptional job in identifying a goal that they each wanted to work on, making sure that it is SMART, meaning it is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound, as well as developing associated milestones, those action steps and activities that will lead them towards achieving their goals. And as many of you know, over the past couple of months, we have been chronicling the journey of these three ladies and tracking and monitoring their progress as they have been diligently navigating through their action steps of the milestones to achieve their developed goals. We are especially excited about this episode because we will be taking another look at our Cool Cat Challenge leaderboard, courtesy of Candy Girl, which I believe will be illustrating the ladies are heading to the finish line. Arena, can you show us our board? Let's see what's going on. It's going to get there, listeners. Hang in there with us. All right, here we go. Yes. Excellent. As you see, we have all of our lovely ladies with their designated goals and their associated milestones. Listeners, this is a user-friendly just tool that you can use at home if you just want to solo do create a challenge for yourself. But it is awesome, and we are so extremely proud of each of our participants. Thank you for that, Arena. As I also shared during our previous episodes, these CAP participants have each been assigned to professional coaches and mentors to provide them with expert tips to assist in the development and tracking of their identified goal and milestones. So, also back here with us today are our special guests, professional experts, Wanda Hazel and Joseph Kelly, who, as many of you have heard me mention throughout the challenge episodes, have graciously volunteered to serve as a support system to contribute to the success of our participants by providing them with expert guidance, feedback, mentoring, and coaching. During today's episode, we will again hear from each of our participants who will share their established goal and milestones. We just showed them to you on our CAT board, as well as provide us with an update on their progress in accomplishing their individual goals and milestones. They will also briefly again tell us about their ongoing experiences and navigating through the process, including how having a CAT mentor and coach continue to contribute to their journey towards accomplishing their milestones and ultimately their overall goal. Our participants will be sharing with our listeners how the tools, in particular, the vision boards, CAT goal template, and journal that they were provided to each of them prior to the challenge launch were helpful in getting them where they each are today. So let's hear from each of our participants now, starting with you, Laurie. And I think Arena is going to show us something else for Lori as she shares her goal and her milestones and where she is with each of those milestones.
Hi, listeners. I'm Laurie. First of all, for my goals, my goal was to explore how to establish my own startup parenting class/business.
Wow, look at that.
Ooh, 80%. And my 5 milestones, my first milestone was to create a plan and vision with timelines. My second milestone was to research my business, my licensing and certification requirements. My third was to determine my capital funds needed for my class. My fourth milestone was to determine my location for my business. And my fifth milestone was to map out my business logistics, my number of staff.
Lori, can you speak a little louder, please?
My fifth was to map out my business logistics, my number of staff, and class size.
Excellent.
So my number one, to create a plan and vision, I wanted to take a refresher parenting class, and I'm scheduled to take that September the 24th and the 25th.
Excellent.
I wanted to work on my business plan. I'm in the process of writing my business plan, and my timeline for that is October 15th. I should be done with that. And then I was able to go on the website, the U.S. Small Business Administration website, and they gave me the 10 steps to starting my business. So I've started on some of the steps of the 10-step plan. Mm-hmm. So I was able to find out my business name. So my business name is going to be Breakthrough Parenting One-on-One. And I did that August the 15th.
Awesome.
On my timelines. I also was able to get an email address. So now I have an email, Breakthrough Parenting One-on-One. I completed that August the 17th. And right now I'm in the process of completing the other 10 steps. I have about 6 more steps, and my goal to completing that will be December 30th, because I want to make sure and start my parenting class by January of 2022.
Awesome.
And okay, my second milestone was to research my business and licensing certification. So I was able to purchase a book, and it was How to Form a Nonprofit Corporation in California, which was a lot of help. Mm-hmm. I was able to meet with my 2 mentors, Wanda and Joe, who were a lot of help in helping me with the business, giving me different ways to start the business and things that I could do. And I was able to complete my IRS EIN application. I'm not going to turn it in right now because I was told by Joe that should be one of the last things that I do, because I'll be charged once I get the EIN number. So I think that should be one of the last things that I do. And Joe also told me to start writing my business plan, and I was able to start that. Mm-hmm. My third milestone was to determine capital funds needed. Mm-hmm. So I was able to write down the books that I need, the payment of the different costs for starting a business in my city. And I came up with about $2,000 to start that. So, I mean, it's various costs, my books, the business taxes, state tax, and everything that I'll need. My fourth milestone was to determine my location. My location right now, and I'm going to make sure I do it. I want to Zoom or maybe one-on-one meetup. Mm-hmm. My fifth milestone was to map out my business logistics, my number of staff, class size, and materials. Mm-hmm. And I decided that I want to have 0 staff right now.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start off with myself. So it's going to be meet with one-on-one. So those are my goal and my 5 milestones.
So how do you feel? It sounds like I see your car, I'm looking at from the start. Now you're over 80% finished. I mean, you're knocking at the finish line right at the door. How does that make you feel?
You know what? I wouldn't have been able to do it without my mentors. Because sometimes I procrastinate, and that's why I think this program was good for me, because I'll procrastinate and put it off. It's something that I've been wanting to do for years. And just having the mentors there checking in on me, I wanted to make sure I had something done.
Right. So you had a little lifeline there.
I had a little nudge.
Okay. And I know you spoke in previous episodes that your tools were very instrumental in helping you to move along as well.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So proud of you, Lori. So next, DeLlora. DeLlora. All right. I see your card going across the board too, DeLlora. Wow. So DeLlora, you want to tell us about your goal and your milestones and where you are?
Oh, yes. I am so happy to still be here.
I am too. I'm so happy for you.
Second out. So I'm happy to see the card go all the way across. And as a reminder, my goal was to enhance my overall leadership skills to better prepare me for career advancement opportunities. My 5 milestones were to map out a vision for potential management pathway or career pathway. My second milestone was to master the art of delegation. And then the third one was to volunteer for stretch assignments on large scale projects that management projects so that I will be able to meet these goals, have some activities that all run back into my overall goal. And number 4 was to enroll in management trainings, workshops, and attend some seminars. Fifth one of my milestones was to create and build upon a management toolkit. And just as Laurie, I couldn't have done this and had the stick-to-itness, if that is a word, without the existence of our coaches, our mentors, and really this program, because it did keep me accountable. The toolkit, the monitoring, tracking, it just updating that kept me on point, kept me from veering off to areas that I should not be veering off to. So my first milestone was to map out my vision for my potential management career path. I had to really make a decision on whether I wanted to stay within the Department of Public Social Services and move through that career path of being a division chief, assistant director, and on up, or did I want to expand that to the rest of the county family and see what those other management career paths would look like? Okay. So I did create a vision board, and that vision board is looking like the potential really is for me to go explore other county departments to see what those management career paths would take, where they will take me. So that was the activity that I did for my first milestone. The second milestone, mastering the art of delegation, was something that I know that I'll be working on for a very, very long time, because to master something, you need to start and study it for years. So this challenge has actually just put me on a pathway to that mastery, if you will. And what I've been doing a lot of is reading books, looking at various TED Talks. It's a lot of free information out there about delegation. TED Talks, YouTube, and the library has been an excellent source, and also HR, LA County HR's Udemy courses and things of that nature. Found a lot of helpful resources there. So that milestone of mastering the art of delegation is going to be an open milestone. I know that, it will take me years, but I have started on that path and completed a lot of workshops and attended and listened to a lot of TED Talks. The third one was to volunteer for a stretch assignment or a large scale project. And the 2 or 3 projects that I took on were associated with the Los Angeles County African American Employees Association.
Mhm.
So I am chairing their systemic racism ad hoc committee. And through that project, there was a lot of leadership opportunities for me there. I'm putting on the 2021 General Conference, and our conference theme will be the State of Black LA County, and it has a lot of moving pieces there. This is a very large project to put together with a short time frame, and we're preparing for our 2022 Black History Month celebration. So I'm leading 3 large projects for the Los Angeles County African American Employees Association as activities to fulfill the milestone of volunteering for stretch or large scale projects.
Excellent.
The 4th one was enroll in management training workshops and seminar. And on the last episode, I spoke about taking a day off work.
That's right.
Hey,
Yay.
to pour into myself. And I attended a skill path workshop, delegating authority and empowering employees. And I am scheduled on September the 23rd to go to the Los Angeles County Management Council's conference, A Whole New World, Building a Future of Better Normal. So these are the type of management workshops and trainings that are activities that I'm doing to fulfill that 4th milestone. And 5th, build and create and build upon a management toolkit. And as I shared before in the last episode, I have 2 toolkits. My toolkit is electronic, just in case on flash drive, you know how you have to put some things in and have it a little bit more portable. And because I'm a very visual person, I have a hard copy toolkit.
Yes, yes.
I know that it probably don't come through as clear as I would want it, but it says DeLora's Management Manager Toolkit. And it has leaflets and it has articles and it has a lot of things that quick resources and best practices that will lead me to achieving the overall goal. So that's what I've been doing. And again, as Laurie said, without our mentors, Joe, Jeffrey, and Wanda, just keeping us engaged and keeping that passion and keeping me on course so that I would not procrastinate. So there's been a lot accomplished by this team, and I'm just so excited to be here. That's where I am. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm extremely excited for you as well, DeLlora. Okay, last but not least, we have Joyell. Joy.
Hello, everyone.
Card is moving across for you too, Joy.
My goal is to explore how to become a social worker. And my milestones are create a plan with timelines for the MSW program, research academic and financial requirements, identify departments within Los Angeles County that offer tuition reimbursement programs. And my 4th milestone is map out career pathway. So in regards to creating a plan with timelines, I applied to California Baptist University MSW program for the fall of 2021. I had my interview with the admissions department on August 2nd of this year. Unfortunately, speaking with them, I realized that I lacked a statistic course. And so what I needed to do is, and have to do, is take a statistics course. I actually signed up with an online course called sophialearning.com.
Okay.
And it's a course that I pay $79 a month. And once I complete the course, then they will send the information over to any of the colleges of my choice.
Okay.
Another option would be if I didn't feel comfortable online, because math is really not my subject and I would like to have hands-on, but if I decide to go in person, then Mount San Jacinto would be another option for me to attend.
Okay.
Okay. 2, research academic and financial requirements. And that goes into what I just mentioned about the statistics and me needing that course, and also the cost. It was more cost effective to go to a Cal State system than Cal State University of Cal Baptist. Cal Baptist is a part of the Riverside County and not a part of Los Angeles County.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't provide programs that are as part of the MSW Cal SWAG program, which allows discounts on the MSW program, which I found out is more feasible for me to go to Cal State University, Long Beach, as to where that is where I will enter into the Cal SWAG program, and they will pay $18,500 per year for my time being an MSW program, if I agree, in which I would, to work with Los Angeles County for at least 2 years and make that two-year commitment. And also there's another program, but it's for DCFS employees. And it is a 3-year program, and that I could apply for that program, which covers the tuition, books, and mileages as well. Although I wasn't able to complete the program or start the program this semester as I wanted to, it was a little setback, but because I had my coaches and my mentors, they were able to help me to stay on track and still be able to set my goals to become a social worker. Mm-hmm. And so in the meantime, what I will do is I will continue to apply for management positions with Los Angeles County. And I will also hire a tutor to help me with the exams. And so I can still continue to move up the ladder while also pursuing my master's degree once I complete the statistics course. So I'm just so grateful and honored to be a part of this program, because it actually kept me on track, and it did let me see where I'm headed and where I want to be. And without this program, I think that I would have just been at a standstill, wishing and wanting. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to be a part. Thank you.
Awesome. I see too, your little car has went over the 80% mark. I just can't say how extremely proud that I am of each of you in terms of you're on it, you're doing your homework, you're showing up and putting in the work. So I continue to applaud you all. And I'm just looking at where we started for the start line, and hearing you go over all of your milestones and just kind of walking through the level of research that you put in so that you can navigate through each of them. And that was exceptional. So with that being said, next, I would like to allow our expert guests, mentors, and coaches to say a few words again about how the process continues to be and has been for each of them. So we will start with you first, Joe.
Thank you, Cynthia, very much. And congratulations to all of our colleagues here. I'm so proud of all of you. You were really into it, and that was great. And I love the fact that although we started out assigned to individual people, it became by the end a real team effort.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really exciting, because each of us has a little different experience in different things. And so we were able to raise our hands and say, I know a little bit about that, and I know a little bit about that. And we were able to actually engage with each of the participants. So that was really great. Mm-hmm. I'm really, really proud of all of you. I think you're absolutely right that many times we have the desire, and we have the objective, and we have the want to achieve things. We just sometimes are just too scattered with everyday life, right? And I think the format of this really kept folks on track. Joy and I were great at just scheduling up regular phone calls and checking in. And that was really important, because as Lori said, you have to report into somebody, and having that requirement is going to make sure you do it. So I'm really proud of all of you. And thank you, Cynthia, for your leadership in putting this together. I think it's been great.
Thank you as well, Joe. Okay, Wanda.
Like Joe and Cynthia, I am very proud of the participants. This has been an honor for me to participate in this process. What I am extremely proud of and in awe of is your dedication and your commitment to this process while balancing personal and professional responsibilities. All of you were very open and receptive. And what I really appreciated was your positivity. I like the fact that we met and everyone had a positive outlook. We didn't always have great days, but we would support one another, encourage one another to get through this process. And I think that overall it's been an excellent experience. I'm certain that your positive attitudes and outlook will carry you as far as your eyes can see. And I look forward to hearing about all of your accomplishments in the future. And to Cynthia and the CAT team, again, thank you for allowing me to be part of this process. And to my mentors, Joe and Jeffrey, thank you for being partners in this process. I think we make a great team and have enjoyed it. I know this isn't our last meeting, but I just want to say that now. It's just coming from the heart. So thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you both, Wanda and Joe. And as you've heard our other coaches and mentors mention, Jeffrey is our third coach and mentor. And unfortunately, he couldn't make it today, but he is staying tuned and following what we're doing and very much engaged and excited about this process. So he'll be with us next time. You know, before closing, I just kind of want to expand a little bit more on just some of the comments that both Joe and Wanda said. Ladies, I want to just say that each of you are exceptional and amazing individuals and just glowing examples of how one can truly successfully accomplish your ambitions and your dreams when you are focused, intentional, flexible, and you apply the same level of energy, commitment, and passion towards your own personal aspirations as you do when you so graciously and generously give of yourselves when helping others and in your day-to-day work. Well, listeners, that's our time for this episode. I want to thank again our professional expert guests here with us today, Wanda and Joe, as well as our very special guest participants, Joyell, DeLora, and Laurie, for investing in themselves and their courage in taking this journey. I also haven't forgot my co-host here today, Arena, who has worked the slides for us. Thank you for that, Arena. And listeners, you don't want to miss our final episode of the challenge, where we will be celebrating, acknowledging, and congratulating each of our participants for successfully accomplishing their personal career journey here on the CAT Challenge. Many of you have been following us and supporting and cheering on our participants throughout the journey over the past several months. And we are so very grateful for all of your ongoing support. Please be sure to join us at the table next time as we wrap up our very first CAT Challenge. And don't forget to link up with us on our Cynthia at the Table Facebook page to learn about our latest events and activities, as well as to give us a thumbs up and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Until next time, continue to stay safe, stay well, and stay connected. Thank you all again so very much. You are just an awesome group. Thank you, listeners, and thank our participants and our panelists. Thank you so much.